All right, Intelligentsia Cup day 3. This is in Winfield. Pretty straightforward 4-corner crit. It used to have a big hill in it, now it doesn't. So it's a lot easier and it's a lot more suitable for my body type. Let's just say the crit bod. So this second corner here was a little bit tight, turned into a little bit of a riser here, a little bit of a hill where it kind of had a little bit of a swarm, as you can see here, a little bit of washing machine effect. Into corner 3, which is also pretty tight. Corner 4 then led into this big long downhill. And so the main highlight of today, which we're going to talk about, is tail gunning. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap that I opened up here into this corner. People were a little bit freaked that this gap was happening, but if you just ease into some of these corners, people would like hit their brakes quite a bit. And if you let a little bit of a gap going into the corner, you could just not brake. You could just kind of coast into it and then make up actually a decent amount of positions by simply coasting through it. So there's going to be a good number of examples here of letting this gap open up, knowing I'm not getting dropped, and then essentially just kind of as other people are braking and having to hit their brakes, I was just kind of easing and taking a really slow, steady effort into that corner while other people were kind of speeding up into it only to have to brake right away. So there's a couple of these examples where this specific corner was pretty important for me to just ease into it. You can see here I'm just easing into it while other people are speeding up, basically very little to no energy, and then just coasting all the way up into someone's ass here. So that worked out pretty effectively. Now, there were other examples where maybe I could have even made up more positions. So here you could see if I went a little bit outside even and continue to pedal, I could have made up some more positions. Here's another example where I could have made up more spots if I was sitting on the EMC squared here, the Craig and the turquoise bike. I could have, especially this backstretch where the washing machine took effect, that was a good spot where I could have moved up a couple spots for free. So basically throughout this race, I was just kind of sitting in pretty efficiently. Again, here's another example where it eases up into this hill, and I could have been sitting on a wheel, continuing to move up for free. This one was pretty good, and I didn't use too much power. Here's another one where I'm basically coasting, and if I would have been got up to that wheel in front of me, I could have been halfway up the field already by this point right here, right? So I missed some opportunities to move up for free. Here's another one where if I was on the triple X right here on the left, if I continued to pedal, I could even find spaces into the corner, not just kind of letting gaps open and then coming up on the wheel at the end, but there's a sense in which you can also tail gun or just do cornering pretty well, where you, like I could have been on that white wheel, this guy in the white, like even before that corner, and then, still saved energy, but also moved up a good number of positions. So we're getting on lap 26 to 29. You can see 3 laps to go. This is basically the time where you need to knock off the tail gunning. So 27 laps now out of 29, and I could sit on this wheel and move up, and I really missed that opportunity right there. Again, here's another one where I'm kind of not going too hard here. Lap 28 to 29, there's only 2 more laps. I just sit up here and I could have continued and been closer to the front. Now we're almost to the last lap into the finishing stretch, and yes, I put down some power, but I need to really get up there because I saved all that energy, and now you got to utilize all of that saved energy by actually getting to the front and staying there and winning the race, right? So kind of a poor execution on my end here. We're going to go just play the last lap out. You knock off the tail gunning, you really stay up there in the last couple laps, you move up there in the last couple laps, and unfortunately I just didn't move up far enough, early enough. You saw those other missed opportunities that were pretty much freebies to move up in the last 3 laps there, and I just totally missed those. So now I'm sort of scrambling to say, okay, well, last lap, here we got the hill, and it's about to ease up a little bit, but it fans out so much that there's just nowhere to go. Where would I be going right here? Who should I go? Should I go to the left-hand side? That's sort of squeezed. I can't go to the right-hand side because that's also filled up. So basically, I'm just sort of sitting around inside the pack right now, and basically someone's going to jump here. You're going to see the front couple guys. They're going to jump. I try to move to the right-hand side here, but these front guys jump, and unfortunately, I just don't have enough space to get up to the first couple wheels to win this race. So you can see here I'm too far back right here, and then because of that I'm going to try to, and you can see Craig here on the right-hand side of the turquoise bike. I think he's on the right-hand side of this wheel, so I think he's going to go wide. He comes and eases up, and then, oof, almost came into a close dive there with him. I apologized to him after that race. I thought he was staying to the right-hand side, and he eased up a little bit more and came back inside, and I was not expecting that. So a little bit of a dive bomb, but I just couldn't expect that from him at that point. So unfortunately, I'm just too far back to contest the sprint, but that's how this race played out. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe. The rest of the Intelligentsia Cup series is coming up, so thanks again. Bye.